So if you were to do just a quick survey of the 5 best players in football at any position, call it pound for pound, call it whatever you want, I think Micah Parsons is a top 5 NFL player right now. I don't even need to give you the rest of the list. Who cares? Doesn't really matter. That's not the point of this. He's fantastic. And so he's going to be around. He's in the right place. He plays the right position, pass rusher, and he's got the right ability. What's the personality like? Are we going to be watching Micah Parsons, you and I, for the next 12 years as a Dallas Cowboy? If so, we're going to spend a lot of time watching him. He's going to be on national TV a lot, including this Thursday. We're going to see him a lot. A lot of people are going to talk about him. He's going to be kind of a friend of ours in a sense. So does he have the personality? Does he have some color to what he says or what he's interested into? Because hopefully there's nothing worse than a guy you're going to spend 12 years watching. It's like, oh my God, this guy's boring. I can name names if you want. I won't. It's disrespectful. But Micah Parsons, he has the personality. And he decided, because he was bored or because he just had to get some things off his chest, to go on a little bit of a Twitter diatribe in something that was not toxic or targeting anyone or lashing back at the media, just relatable stuff from the superstar Cowboys pass rusher. Let's see how this thing starts. This is Micah Parsons. Here we go. Micah Parsons says, out of nowhere, my barber upped his house call price to $200. I might grow an afro now. So out of nowhere, he's complaining about $200. So this is interesting because it's a quick trigger usually. Anytime a professional athlete of any caliber starts to complain about money, it goes badly with the fans because, the athletes make so much money and many of the fans aren't able to, and so they get mad about that. Oh, if I had your contract, I wouldn't care about paying him. All right, hold on. So then the next guy comes in and says, my barber, this is replying to Micah Parsons, my barber has a $225 house call price, and I'm not a millionaire. Perfect. Pay that man, Micah. So Micah retweets it and says, responding to $225, that's a pair of Jordans, bro. I had to cut 5 lawns before I made that. So my first question is this. What's with the house calls? If you don't want to pay that much, can't you just drive to the barbershop and get an appointment? For Micah, for sure. Maybe he doesn't want to go to the barbershop because he's really famous and he just likes the privacy of his home, which I get, but then you got to pay for it, dude. But then this guy who replies, Texas Ace 80, says he as a barber has a $225 house call price. I'm sure there's many quality barbershops in the Texas area. I don't understand that. I go to a barbershop a couple blocks from here. I pay $30. And if I had to pay $200 to come in, I guess it's convenient and you maybe like having it done right in your house and they cut you right and they'll sweep it up. I don't understand. Sure, the privacy, and it's a luxury to have an in-house haircut like an in-house massage or anything, but the second it becomes, he's pissed about the price. So dude, Micah, go in. In fact, a lot of the players, they get their haircuts at the facility. It's just for free. They'll have a barbershop in the locker room or a guy who cuts hair once a week. I know, for example, I've seen the Bears barbershop before. I've been in their facility. They got a guy. Come in, line you up, no problem, done, on the house. Maybe you tip him out or something, but not $225. So Micah Micah comes from not a lot, it sounds like, and he's going to get into that more. Next tweet, mad about the haircuts, $225. All right, so now he says I'm going to grow out an afro, and now he's cooking. This is when you get the tweets get long because he starts getting emotional. No one is at home wondering how I look under my helmet. And also value, I grew up on 10 to 20 haircuts, $10 to $20, I think. I came from nothing, man. I still value on what it took me to get here. I ain't never paid for nothing more than I used to pay. That's just the real in me. So this is the brush back to, don't come at me and say I'm a millionaire and I'm a superstar athlete. I come from nothing. I still have the same values. I don't want to pay more than I used to pay. I could have $1 billion and I still want to pay 10 to 20 bucks for a haircut. That's the real in me. And I like this. This is, we laugh about the athletes being real people and relatable and they want cheap haircuts like the rest of us do, but there's actually a very heavy subtext to this about athletes and money and losing their money, and you would not believe the statistics that are out there about how many athletes, NFL players, are broke after their careers. We had Nakobe Dean on from the Eagles at Good Morning Football today, and we were like, what have you learned your rookie year? Tell us anything. And he says, actually, I've learned a lot about taxes. they really take a lot of your money. So I was like, that's good. I think that's more important than how to pack a travel bag or even maybe how to block or get their beat a block. I like that. But Micah's now in his emotions, and I like it. It's all very constructive and positive. Then he keeps going. This is one guy, one day. All right. Now it gets funny. Man, I don't even order $6 Cokes at a restaurant. Ask any of my closest friends. I've always been cheap as hell. It ain't about the money at all, or never will it be. I've always been about the principle. If you didn't value something when you didn't have it then why now? So now he's just going on the soapbox. But he's like, I'm out on the $6 Cokes. The $6 Coke is interesting. So I don't even mind personally. $6 a lot for a Coke. Like, does that have any Jack Daniels in it? Like, that's like the $5 milkshake in Pulp Fiction. You don't want to put bourbon in it or nothing? If you get an iced tea or a Coke at, let's say, at a diner or even like a regular restaurant, like where you can get a steak, $6 is a lot. But is there unlimited refills? Because have you ever been to a place where you drink 3 Diet Cokes at $5 per, and then you get down to the itemized receipt and it says 5 times 3, 15 for the Cokes, the Diet Cokes? That's total BS. That's dirty pool. Unless they're explicitly telling you I have to charge you for more, because sometimes they'll be like, sir, another Diet Coke, instead of just refilling it. And you're like, yeah, of course I want another Diet Coke. Whoa, 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 whoa. That tone you just hit me with says I'm going to pay for it. And then guess who tunes in? Or guess who chimes in? Orlovsky's following this rant about the $6 Cokes, Dan Orlovsky, and he goes, I feel seen. Micah responds to that, please tell me this is a lie. I told multiple waiters to take it back. So let me bring you to a place in which Dallas Cowboys superstar Micah Parsons is at the diner or the Cheesecake Factory or the Macaroni Grill or wherever he eats, and he gets a Coke. Maybe gets one $6 Coke, and then he finishes it quickly. He's a big man, needs a lot of calories. Then they bring another one, and he says, sir, excuse me, sir? And they're like, oh my God, yes, it's Micah Parsons. Take this back. What do you mean, sir? Take this Coke off the table. I am not paying $6 for it. And the guy's probably thinking, oh man, this tip is going to be so crappy. You won't even pay for the $6 Coke. And that's fine. Maybe it will be. But multiple times he has told waiters to take it back. See, that's just good. That's really good, relatable stuff. Kills me on the free refills and not free refills. My family goes to diners a lot, and my kids are starting to go through beverages, and sometimes we just get slammed with the refill stuff. But Micah Parsons, listen, he says, I'm the guy. This is where I come from. Now, this is the 12th overall pick, so he got a bunch of money up front, and he got a really nice signing bonus. But he's not on a second contract. He's still trying to say, like, I don't know if there's going to be a second contract. Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. All right. He went to, let's see, Harrisburg High School, where he started at both defensive end and running back. And listen, he says, if I didn't care about that stuff then, why would I care about it now? I love it. I love it. Nate Burleson used to talk about the rookie starter kit when a guy would come into the league, and he would say things like, okay, so you get this crazy car and you get a house, and then you decide to get some jewelry, and next thing you know, like, you have no money left, and it's the rookie starter kit, and it's so basic. Never mind the car and the house and the jewelry. Micah Parsons won't even buy a $6 Coke. I love that about him. I find it enlightening, in its own way, constructively hilarious. Micah, wherever you are, I've met you before. We met at the NFL Honors. You were great. But next time I see you, $6 Coke on me. I promise you. I got you. Let's go to another guy who knows all about life in the NFL. It's time. Are you ready? You've waited. You've anticipated, and now we deliver. Ladies and gentlemen, rejoining us here in Kyle Brandt's basement, it's our guy, Josh Allen.